In this video, I'll be talking about a brand book. A lot of companies underestimate the usefulness of brand book, why some even feels it is not important to create a brand book or have a brand book. But this goes a long way in the culture and ethics of a business or a company to have a brand book. So going forward, I'll be talking about the importance of brand book, the stages and contents in creation, and also software to develop or design a brand book. A brand book is a document that contains the key elements and rules for maintaining consistency in brand visual identity and messaging. A lot of people even refer to this as a reference document for anybody who is responsible for creating and promoting the brand, including designers, marketers, content creators, and software engineers. A brand book is more than just a logo or a slogan. It encompasses the overall perception and image of a brand organization in the mind of its audience, employees, and stakeholders. But a brand book is an indispensable tool for a company to have. Moving into stages and content of a brand book, I'll be mentioning 7 stages and contents you need to have under these stages to create a brand book. 1. Introduction. This is where you explain why you are creating this brand book, which has to do with consistency, brand equity, and brand evolution. 2. Brand identity. This is where you talk about the purpose and value of your organization or a company. You talk about the vision and mission. You talk about your target audience. Then you talk about brand personality and your unique selling points. 3. Logo and visual identity. This is where you talk about your logo guideline, your logo variations, clear spacing and sizing. You talk about color palette and typography, which has to do with your font. 4. Brand messaging. This is where you talk about how you want to communicate your brand. It will be storytelling. You talk about your tagline, elevator speech. You talk about your tone of voice. You talk about messaging, and you talk about the do and don't. 5. Brand guideline. This is where you talk about your logo usage, color usage, imagery or graphics, and brand application. 6. Brand assets. This is where you talk about your digital assets, print assets, probably your website, your social media account, your Facebook account. You talk about all your digital assets. Then you talk about your print assets, banner, your banner, your signage, your books, and all of those print assets. The last one, number 7, which is brand communication. In this stage, you talk about medium you use to communicate your brand. You talk about website design. You talk about marketing strategy. You talk about advertisement and marketing, public relation as well. So these are stages and content in creating a brand book. You need to follow this stage sequentially to have a solid brand book. Going into software to develop or design a brand book. There are a lot of softwares out there you can use to develop or design your brand book. It depends on who is designing this brand book. So there are a lot of software like we have Figma, we have Adobe XD, we have Canva, we have Photoshop, and lots more.